Angel came down from heaven yesterday. She stayed with me just long enough to rescue me. And she told me a story yesterday about a sweet love between the moon and the deep blue sea. And then she spread her wings right over me. She said she's gonna come back tomorrow. And I said, fly over my sweet angel, fly through the sky, fly over my sweet angel. Tomorrow I'm gonna be by your side. Sure enough, this morning came down to me. Silver winged silhouette against the child sunrise. And my angel, she said unto me, today's the day for you to rise. And take my hand, you're gonna be my man, you're gonna rise. And then she took me high over yonder. And I said, fly over my sweet angel, fly over through the sky, fly over my sweet angel. Forever I'm gonna be by your side.
Is it worth buying a new guitar nowadays that is built in the original or vintage style? Stay tuned, because that's what we're going to find out today. But first, if you haven't sorted yet how to upload your music to Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Deezer, Google Play, and all the platforms, you're in luck, because today's sponsor, DistroKid, is a digital aggregator that allows you to upload your music to dozens of stores. You can upload as many songs as you want. You can keep 100% of your royalties. And for just above $20 a year, you get all of this. And also, if you like to record covers, like the one I did at the beginning of the video, that is Angel by Jimi Hendrix, they take care of all of the legal logistics and all of the mechanic fees and stuff. And the cool thing is that they were very generous and gave us a 7% discount specifically for you. So I'll leave that below in the description so you can go and check it out and start uploading your music today. Hi, my name is Louis Peluso. I'm a music producer, songwriter, and this is my recording studio. And today we have the pleasure of checking out the new Fender Vintera II Road Worn series. It's a made in Mexico guitar, and this series of guitar came out today. So I'm very excited to check it out. You already seen it in the video clip I recorded, where I put it to the test, as I always like, and I like to record songs when I'm doing a review. And the cool thing is that it comes with this lovely case that is very light and simple, but I love simple guitar cases. So let's check this baby out. So what does road worn mean? So this is my Jazzmaster Vintera II road worn 50s series, and road worn means what the word means. Like, it's been worn for a couple of decades or something like that, and they try to imitate that even though this is a new guitar. And let's push this in. There we go. And it means that it's been like reliced. So you can see some crackles in the paint. Also the accessories such as the bridge and the tuners are like a bit corroded. so it looks like it's been used. Also the neck feels like real wood. You can feel like it's been used and like sanded. So it has that kind of look of when you've been using your guitar for many years. And also the paint has some crackles, as I mentioned. I would have gone for a heavier relic, like heavy relic Vintera II. Let me know below if you like relic guitars or you like new paint jobs and things to look brand new. I would have sanded a bit the body, which, I mean, I can still do it. But I had to look very close to realize that it was road worn. But this is the Fiesta Red. It also comes in sunburst. You have also some tellies, some strats, and I think maybe a bass or two. The body's made out of alder. The neck is maple, which feels really nice, this neck. We have rosewood on the fretboard, 21 vintage tall frets. It has a synthetic nut instead of a real bone nut. A scale length of 25.5 inches, and this gold aluminum pickguard. Something that I don't like very much about this exact recreation of vintage models is that to access the truss rod, instead of having it up here like modern guitars do, you have it underneath the neck right here. So it's really uncomfortable to do adjustments. You have to take off the pick guard and stuff. And I love vintage guitars. I love that they are making a series that looks like the old thing. But I think specifically in those matters like the truss rod position and stuff, those things were upgraded with time, and I don't think anybody would have gotten offended if it was right here, really easy to access and make your adjustments. That's something that I personally would have liked. So I'm going to explain the pickup configuration. So if we have this switch down, we have the classic three-way switch here, that this way, towards your left, towards my left, sorry, we have the neck pickup. In the middle, we have both, and to the right, we have the bridge pickup. Volume and tone. Very simple. And then we have the rhythm circuit, that is a parallel circuit that you activate with this switch, and you get an extra volume and a tone wheel for this pickup. So how did I record this song? Because on this channel we like to record songs and test out the gear with real recordings. So the guitar, I use this one of course, through my Blues Deluxe from Fender. It's a lovely amp, and I have 3 microphones on it, the Gorilla 77, the Shure 57 and the RB100 from T-Bone. I also have an AEA R88 as room mic. I'm using only a little bit of the reverb, the spring reverb on it, like halfway. And then I'm using pedals. I'm using the Tsunami 9, that is a kind of tube screamer overdrive, really good one. I'm also using the auto delay by Game Changer Audio. That is a really cool delay. I uploaded a video recently of this one. I'm using it as a slapback, so a really short delay, very vintage style sound. And then I'm using the JHS octave reverb with a very short decay, but I'm using the high octave to give it like a room sound, but with harmonics to help expand the frequency response of this guitar. Then for the bass, the Jazz Bass 5 from the Player 2 mod series by Fender. Really cool bass. I also made a video of that one specifically. And that is going to my DIY recording equipment P73. That is a clone of the classic preamp by Neve, the 1073. Sounds really good. And it's going through the Quagliardi 576 FET compressor, which makes it sound beautiful. For the organ sound, I'm using the Arturia Hammond emulation. For my voice, I'm using the stereo reverb microphone by AEA, the R88, going through their preamps. I love how that microphone sounds on vocals. And finally, for the drums, I'm using my classic set of microphones where I have ribbons for the overheads by PVM, really good handmade microphones. Then I have 3 microphones on the kick drum. I have a Audio Technica for the kick in, a kick tone for the kick out, and also a C4 for the kick out. The C4 is made by PVM as well. Then I have 3 Vocaster microphones by Focusrite. They are podcast microphones, but they sound really good on drums. So final thoughts, I was really impressed by the sound of this guitar. Lately we've been testing some American guitars on this channel, and those ones are really good guitars. And this one sounds amazing. This one is made in Mexico, and in Mexico, and they're doing such a good job in Ensenada building these guitars. It has such a nice toned quality to it. It feels really nice. The only criticism I got is the position to make any truss rod adjustments, and that maybe I would have reliced it a bit more, but nothing else. Let me know below what you thought about this guitar. Also, let me know what's your favorite guitar model. Which one of the new series of the Road Worn series would you have chosen? I'll leave you links below so you can go and check them out. And like always, it's been a pleasure. My name is Louis Piluso, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.